All we need is a chance. Now, they've never given us a chance in 200 years. It's about time they woke up to themselves and given us a chance and see what we can do and we can't do. You know, a chance, just a small chance, man. There's only one block. We only want one block out of tens of thousands of millions of acres around here. Just a chance. That's all we really need. And I reckon we can really whip it.
30 people unwilling to give the Aborigines a go isn't many, but not every objector to the plan attended last night's protest. Others say they're too scared of the Aborigines to speak out. They fear a brick through the front window. Certainly a large number of the squatters aren't working. Some of them were drunk today. But others were away at work, and the houses they've been given rent-free were clean, even if they could boast no furniture except a bed and a table in the kitchen. Dick Blair, who works in Redfern at the Aboriginal Legal Service, and Colin James, an architect, walked through the Chippendale block today. James wanted to see whether it was possible to restore the houses. Dick Blair's plan includes accommodation for families, single people, and young transients new to the city who he knows won't be able to settle down. But still he believes in a self-sufficient community, even growing its own vegetables in the middle of Redfern.
Dick, you really think, now that what you've talked about as you looked at that block is being very idealistic, your own preschools, your own vegetable gardens, your own police force. Can you do it?
Yes.
Can anybody do it?
Well, I don't know. Look, black people are born to be together. We've had to be together. We were put together. Now, we've sort of grown into a system that's sort of foreign to us, actually, you know. The white system is foreign to us. We were put together and kept together. And we sort of worked in and adapted to that system. But we sort of created something of our own. A sort of sharing, you know, nobody goes without in the black community. That guy up there, up the road there, he's a little bit down in his luck. Okay, you know, take this up, you know, take a loaf of bread or see what he wants, see if we can help with something, or tell him to come down and get something from him, you know. It's a sharing system.
Yeah, you know, the fabric here is good. There's no reason at all why we should waste these sort of resources. In fact, you know, it's a sickness of our society. I think that we're tearing a lot of very good urban structure down where, you know, very, very useful purposes can be found, you know, such as this one. I think it's an ideal opportunity to show how a community can work and can construct things together and grow towards self-sufficiency.
When you say construct things together, do you see the Aboriginal people who live here actually renewing their homes, right, doing the restoration?
Yeah. If Dick says we can do it, we can do it.
Definitely.
With the help of the Builders Labourers Union?
Definitely.
What's their role going to be?
Well, you know, they're sort of the captain of the ship. We'll have all the labourers, but he's the chief instructor or whatever, so he knows what goes on. He knows where things go. So our guys are there to, you know, they're the labourers.
80% of the block is owned by IBK Constructions. The company says it's been approached by the Aboriginal Affairs Minister, Mr. Gordon Bryant, to sell its houses to the federal government. IBK estimates the complete block will cost $600,000 to buy.
Are you a resident around here?
Yes.
What's your feeling about the redevelopment of this block for Aboriginal
I'm
families?
against it.
Why are you against it?
For one reason, we battled all our years to get where we are the present day, and at the moment, we finish up. We're not safe to walk out of the house. We can't walk out unless we're getting 2 shillings or a cigarette, even taken out of your mouth. You can't let your women out of the night time. So therefore I say no, not an Aboriginal development. Put one family here, put another family somewhere else. Put them anywhere you like there, but as long as you split them around.
You know, a ghetto is a very emotive word. I've seen what I consider to be, you know, very, very good ghettos. In fact, a ghetto in many ways can be something that draws people together in a community.
And how do you prevent all the bad connotations, though? When, say you redevelop this, how are you going to go about planning to avoid the bad connotations of that word?
Well, I think interest in, a very real interest in the situation itself. You know, ghettos have traditionally developed with delinquent landlord situations, but here the Aboriginal community will have control, they will have done the work themselves, and they'll have pride in what they're doing. And I think this, you know, in being involved in what you're doing and being instrumental in making it come about, these are the sort of factors which will bring about pride of ownership and care and loving care and and brotherhood between people. These are the sort of things that can come from this.
I mean, I've been here for 35 years, you remember. I live here for 45 years. Therefore, I know what it is. The way they're going at the present time, they're ganging up all the while on you, and you finish up. You cannot. I'm forced to move out of this place. After all these years, I'm forced because I cannot put up with it any longer. Only that one condition, that they urinate outside your door, they sleep in front of your door, they get in empty houses, they cause trouble all night, disturbance and everything.
If 30 people from some other place objected, I could find triple that number who'd stand up and wholeheartedly support it.
As long as they, well, you know, live in the area and work, tidy their places up and make them smart and clean.
Do you doubt that they'll do that?
Well, I haven't seen any real evidence at the moment, but I know this is what they're after, and I'd like to help them.
Yeah.
I'm quite willing.
Could I ask you your feeling about that? Do you doubt that this can be a success?
Providing whether they help themselves, and I mean, we'd have to go, say, 3/4 of the way. We can't say 50-50. I'll be quite willing to help them.
So what would you say to them if they said, give us another chance?
I'd be all for it. Give them a chance.
Yeah.
Make them buy their own places the same as we had to fight for them. Not government aid. You give the government, give them a house and look after it, okay. But it has never worked out in this country yet, and therefore you cannot.